What's up, guys? This is Corey with the Dirty City Gym, and today I'm back with another deck profile for y'all. Today we're looking at Pidgeot EX, Jolteon, Garbodor. This is a fun little deck. It's got a little bit of attention. There was a list at a regionals a little while back. I'm trying to think. I want to say it was San Jose. Can't remember off the top of my head. But it did fairly well. Made day 2. I don't know what that exact list was playing. So this is kind of my own interpretation of it, I suppose. Just kind of what I saw on stream and having some discussions and things that I liked and all that good stuff. So anyway, we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got Lugia EX. The listing of the cards in the particular deck of not really of importance. Lugia EX is really just like a third string attacker, I guess. We've got Arrow Ball here. Does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. It's kind of like Eeveeloutions, not as good. And then you've got Deep Hurricane here, which does 80 base. And if there's a Stadium card in play, it does 70 more damage. So 150, 160 with the Fighting Fury belt for 4 energy, and it discards the Stadium. It's not too bad. Then we get the main piece of the deck, Pidgeot EX. Initially looking at Pidgeot, it's not fantastic. It doesn't look necessarily fantastic, but it's got a lot of interesting stuff. So first up, we've got, it's 170 HP, so that's relatively relevant, just to keep in mind. 210 with the Fighting Fury belt, pretty standard for an EX. But it's got its first attack here, Mirror Move, for 1 colorless. If this Pokemon was damaged by an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does the same amount of damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So let's say you take like an Evil Ball for 80. You use Mirror Move, you're doing 80 damage back. And then if you have a Fighting Fury belt, you're doing 80 plus 10, so 90. It's kind of similar to damage change in that sense. I don't want to get too far down that rabbit hole of saying it's like damage change, because it's really not. But the difference is that you can heal off the damage from Pidgeot and then Mirror Move, and it'll still deal however much damage was dealt to him. Similarly, you can Ninja Boy out something into Pidgeot that took damage last turn, and then Mirror Move to deal that damage onto the other Pokemon. Also is Featherlance. Kind of with the strategy with Mirror Move and Pidgeot, you just leave them up in the active and let people kind of do what they're going to do. They have to make up their mind if they're going to attack into Pidgeot, so you can Mirror Move next turn, or what you're going to do. But if they decide they're not, and they're just going to kind of stall it out, you start loading up energy on Pidgeot, and you got Featherlance here. So it does, for 3 colorless, it does 80 to the active, and then 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which isn't horrible. 90 with the Fighting Fury belt, which is pretty good. And then bench damage is always good, even only at 20. 2 Shaman EX, pretty standard stuff. 2 Jolteon EX. Jolteon EX is just really good, whether it be the Free Retreat or its Attack Flash Ray. For a Lightning and 2 colorless, does 70. During opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon, which is really great. Depending on the matchup, Jolteon EX is probably going to be your primary attacker in a lot of situations. There's some situations where Jolteon isn't super relevant, but a lot of the time, you're just going to go with Jolteon. You're hitting Eeveeloutions for weaknesses, you're hitting Shaman for weakness, and things like that, so it's pretty good. Next up is a 2-2 Trubbish Garbodor line, just shut off abilities. This deck has a problem with the Greninja. Even with Garbodor, you have a pretty bad Greninja matchup, but it kind of helps a little bit. Without Garbodor, that matchup's even worse. Helps with Volcanion and things like that, so Garbodor's never bad. We're not really ability reliant, so we can take advantage of shedding off abilities. Next up, to Enhanced Hammer. Just kind of build on some hate. There's a lot of special energies floating around, whether it be Double Colorless, which is the most common, but there's also like Double Dragon, some Rainbow energies, cool stuff like that. Escape Rope, some maneuverability. Majority of our Pokemon have a pretty light retreat cost. Pidgeot has 1, Jolteon has none, Shaman has 1, and Lugia has 2. But just a little bit added mobility, get us out of the active. If we get stuck with a Garbodor before it floats down or something. 4 max potion, and this is where the deck really gets fun. If you have a Pidgeot up in the active, you don't have to attach energy to it. You can just absorb a hit, max potion all the damage off, attach your 1 energy, then mirror move all that damage back. That's where the deck gets really fun. Get in those situations where if people know you have mirror move or you have max potion, they have to wonder, does he have it in his hand now? Is he able to get it next turn? Do I want to deal this damage now or do I want to wait? So sometimes people try to build up to get that one shot on Pidgeot if they can't Lysander around you, which is puts you in a good spot. Play some mind games like that. 1 special charge, just get your special energy back. You're pretty DCE reliant, so if we can get those back, we can get those back. 1 super rod, pretty standard. 4 ultra ball, again pretty standard stuff. 4 VS seeker. Delinquent, another one. This is one of those really good kind of techie cards that's seeing its way in a lot of lists right now, and I really like it. We don't necessarily play a heavy stadium count, but everyone's running stadiums. And if you can catch your opponent in the position where they're not paying attention, they overextend, drop their hand size down below 3 or anything like that. If you drop a delinquent, you can swing games just like that. It's always something good to have in the discard pile and bring up with the VS Seeker. We got 2 Lysander. Excuse me, pretty standard. 3 in. I just want to get the most out of our draws as we can. It's a pretty good late game as well. I'm running 2 Ninja Boy, which might be a little high. You could consider dropping a Ninja Boy for something else, but just kind of give that maneuverability. Get something off the bench. Pokemon Center Lady. It's a great card right now. Mess up people's math. Make a 2-shot into a 3-shot. Things like that. It removes special conditions as well, which isn't super relevant, but something to keep in mind. Another great supporter to have in the discard pile for VS Seeker. We run 4 Professor Sycamore. Again, pretty standard. 1 Team Flare Grunt. Just get that extra hate going. 2 Parallel City. This is our only stadium. You could potentially run things like Faded Town as well. I like Parallel City, whether it be to drop my bench, get Shamans off my bench, or just cut down my opponent's bench, or prevent that damage even. It's not too bad. 2 Fighting Fury Belt. This is another one. You can increase this up to 3 if you want. I'm just running 2. I think it does pretty fine. 3 Float Stone. Make sure we always have enough for Garbodor. It's never bad to put on a Pidgeot as well if we need to. 4 DCE. Pretty standard. And then running 6 Lightning Energy. Jolteon's our only attacker that uses a colored energy, so it's really the only energy we need in the deck as of right now. Later in the week, I'll get into some other versions of this deck that run different things, but as of right now, we're just looking at the Jolteon variant, which again, is just fine. So we don't really need that lot of energy. But anyway, so that is the deck. We'll get into some matches right quick. And it's heads. No idea what I'm playing against. And we get Jolteon. Okay, so my guess is Rainbow Road. He didn't draw presumably well, so we're going to Sycamore. A lot of commitment there, but could be okay, because we've got this, and we got this. So here's hoping this is Rainbow Road. P-City. Looking more like Rainbow Road. Ah, fuck. Camerupt. Don't care. Water, psychic, and colorless. I don't know what this is. Not off the top of my head. At least I get the Ninja Boy. Like, for real, though, that hand. Okay, nothing telling. Yep. Okay. Oh. That old chestnut. Okay. He's probably playing the Glaceon version of this deck. Glaceon Regice version. Presumably now. Yep. Ka-cha. Look at Ninja Boy. Or I could in. He's only got 3 cards though. I already attached the Fury Belt. YOLO. Okay, Jolteon is prized. Cool. I could be a trickster and pull out the Pidgeot. I think we're just gonna go with Jolteon. Let's go with it. Take a couple turns to get going. Okay, so he just passes. Cool. Let's go ahead and in. I know his hand's not great, but mine's worse, so. I need a Pokemans. I'll drop the Ultra Ball on the Delinquent. Go get, Pidgeot. Drop the Pidgeot. Drop the Shaman. Okay. So I could retreat into this guy, but he's not really putting up any pressure at the moment, so. Which, to be fair, is the point of the deck, but kind of sit back on the heels and wait till you get something. If I can get the DCE, we can start going to town. Because he can't mirror move back onto Jolteon. He can Lysander, then mirror move onto that. There's a Regice. Okay. Belt onto the Regice. And the energy on the Regice. And the N. Okay. If we can get Jolteon going first, we've got more targets. There's DCE. So we just steal, correct? Yep, so nothing that we can hit it for super effectively. Floatstone. Okay. So we just gotta be judicious with our energy here. I could Lysander him up. And I just have to hope he doesn't have the... Kind of feel like that's what I need to do. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what we're gonna do. We'll 2-shot those Regice. If he's got the DCE, then we'll have to maneuver around. Okay, so he does not yet. Okay. Hit Lysanders for days, though. Not for days, but he had a Lysander. He needs a DCE. Needs a DCE. You can do that too. So he doesn't have the DC, presumably, but if he wants to attach another energy, I'll Team Flare grant that shit away. Nope. Cool. So I'll drop that there. Put that there. We're going to keep sitting on this hand and Flash Ray. Back to two-shot territory. There's another max potion. There's the DC. Okay, so now we get the Flare Grunt. There's the Via Seeker. Oh, you dirty, dirty. Cool story, bro. Shit. No Flare Grunt. And we'll Swift. Ka-cha. Mm-hmm. The Regice version of this deck is not bad either. You have a worse Yveltal matchup? Presumably. We'll pull up Pidgeot. Sycamore. Drop another Pidgeot. I guess we'll just Sycamore. Okay, there's a hammer. No DCEs though. I guess I can put this here comfortably. Yeah, they were gonna do that. And then we'll just sit. Only one DCE in the. We'll get the hammer. There's that. Yep. Okay, so we'll get rid of that shit. Do I want a rope? Do I need a rope? Not yet. It's not helpful. Just saying. That manly attach to this hoe. Well, every attach is a manual attach, but we're gonna have to long wait. It's got an ice thing. What is it? Ice beam? Yeah. And neither of us run Ranger. Team Flare Grunt. Yeah. At least we're not paralyzed. Okay, so there's their DC. So do that. We'll go ahead and hit the mirror move. Because we can. Really don't want to play this game, like, for real. Who saw this coming? Okay, so there's that chestnut. Now I gotta overcommit to the Jolteon. Maybe we can get a Lysander here somewhere. Flash Ray. For 160. Still got all of our VS Seekers. So, it could happen. Or it could not. That would suck. So 2, 4, 5. So 1 lightning energy left in the deck. He's used quite a few resources. He's got 1 DCE left. Okay. I mean, if he plays Ranger... Okay, well. Some Max Potion over to this guy. Yep. Really? Jerk. Alright, what can I get with the VS Seeker? In Ninja Boy. Sycamore. Team Flare Grunt. That's annoying. That he hit that heads. At the moment, I can't get it. I gotcha. Okay, we're Lysander out this Pidgeot. Because it does not have free retreat. You can attach and retreat. Or you can rope. He's already played the rope, though, I believe. Yes. Unless he has multiple, which is not unlikely. I'm going to assume no. Okay. There's an in. That's fine. My hand was garbage. Not a lot there. Not a lot there. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so we're gonna VSC for Lysander, I believe. We're gonna bring up this guy and we're gonna start swinging. I think it's really all of our options. And decking him out. Okay. There's Ian. I have 2 cards left, right? 3 cards. Cool. As long as we don't... What ends are left? Damn, he plays 4 ends. And a VS Seeker. I think we're gonna heal here. And pass. Sky turn. Does he have the VS Seeker for in? Not yet. Garbodor's up, so I'm not worried. Drop you. That's kind of the bitch way to go out, but... whatever, man. Nice. Alright guys, well, that's it for now. I'll get some more of these out here pretty soon, hopefully. But anyway, so I will see y'all next time.